Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today we're going to be talking about the 300 knockout that is unlocked by completing the professional Syndicate assignment in Battlefield Hardline. This gun is a beast and it's probably one of the best Syndicate weapons you can unlock in the game. That being said, it's probably also the hardest and most grueling Syndicate assignment to get out of any of them because you need a crap load of camera coins and those things are not fun to get. Now, if you can tell from this little kill streak that I get with the sniper rifle, I am getting one-shot kills without headshotting people. So you can actually body shot people at up to 50 meters away with this weapon for a one-shot kill, which is totally insane, especially considering that the rest of its stats are still pretty decent overall. It's also a permanently suppressed sniper rifle, keeping you off that mini-map, making you a much more effective, aggressive recon player. However, the weapon does have a slow muzzle velocity of 480 meters per second, but it's not that bad overall. At least it's not as bad as some of the people complaining about this weapon seem to think it is. Yes, at times it can be difficult to use this weapon, whereas any bolt-action sniper rifle, if you miss your first shot, sometimes it just means you're dead because your opponent's got an assault rifle, he's in a decent killing range, and there's not a lot you can do about it. So accuracy is your friend when using any bolt-action sniper rifle, but I do believe if you are a good marksman, then the 300 knockout is probably one of the best sniper rifles you can use. Now I've cut over to some unlocked footage using the Scout Elite and Mac 10 as a backup weapon, and I'm placing down tons and tons of cameras so I can get those camera coins. If you're not familiar with camera coins, it's basically where you put down one of your professional's cameras, and if it spots somebody while one of your teammates kills them, then you will get a intel assist. If you get 10 intel assists in one round, you will get a camera coin. This is a pretty darn daunting task, especially considering that anybody who spots that target will override your camera coin spot. I believe this also includes commanders spotting targets. Now when it comes to placing cameras in a map, there's a lot of things you want to consider, not just what is the most high traffic area in the map, because sometimes there's already a lot of cameras. If you see a ton of teammates' cameras already in one area, you probably don't want to put your camera there because you're going to be competing with all of their cameras for spot assists or intel assists with those cameras. So you're going to want to pick an area that's not only high traffic but doesn't have a lot of your teammates' cameras already in that location. You will also want to make sure that when the cameras are spotting the enemies that they're in a location that your teammates can actually kill them. So generally in a combat area is a good idea. If you have it pointing into their spawn and your team can't see into their spawn, then no matter how many times you spot people, as long as they're not getting killed, then you're not going to get an intel assist, so it doesn't matter. Make sure you place them in combat areas or looking down alleys. In addition to that, the higher up you place the camera, the better. Basically, the cameras are not affected by their height, so if you're playing on a map that has skyscrapers, you can put the camera on the very top of the skyscraper and it will spot anybody below it. This could be really, really beneficial in some maps. The best map I found for camera coins was playing Derailed on 64-player Team Deathmatch. I was able to place the cameras fairly high on some of the chemical tanks and in the windows of some of the double stacks, and it was just spotting people across the whole map. So some of those games I got, I think, like maybe 5 to 7 camera coins in one round. I mean, that was a really high ticket round, but it was probably some of the best I was able to get camera coins, because sometimes you'll play a game and you won't get a single camera coin the whole time through. Other times you'll get a whole bunch of camera coins, but playing on Derailed was definitely the best results I had during the whole assignment. It's also important to make sure your cameras aren't overlapping the same area because you can't spot multiple guys in the exact same zone, so make sure you get a pretty wide spread, point them in different directions or put them in different areas around the map. You also want to remember where you place your cameras because the enemy will be destroying them periodically, and if you're not paying attention, all of a sudden you've got no cameras on the map and you're wondering why you're not getting any intel assists. Other than that, there isn't any real magic locations to place your cameras. If it's a great location but the enemies just aren't fighting there or the combat's moved on to a different part of the map, then you're not going to get any intel assists. So pay attention to where the action is on the map and make sure you have cameras overlooking those areas. Then once you got your 15 camera coins, a whole bunch of kills with sniper rifles, and some marksman coins, which you'll get by going for headshots, and you can actually do this while getting your camera coins. Just remember where you placed your camera coins and try and get kills in other locations of the map so you're not actually defeating your progress on getting camera coins, because if you kill somebody that's spotted by your camera, you're not going to get an intel assist. So try and engage people away from your cameras but it takes a little while to get the rest of this stuff. The tier 4 reputation track can be one of the longest things. Again, it's easiest if you get a friend to help you out, play commander, and just upgrade you. Otherwise, you're going to want to use a reputation booster, probably while playing a game of Hotwire with a lot of tickets. It can be done this way, but it is very time consuming. Now, for those of you thinking this assignment is way too hard and way too much work, well, you're not wrong, and the devs also agree with you. That's why they're not only working on making camera coins easier to get, but they're also working on making the tier 4 reputation much more attainable. So if you want to hold off on getting the professional Syndicate assignment unlocked at the moment, you certainly can, and it will get a lot easier down the road. And there we go, got the Syndicate assignment unlocked, getting the 300 knockout, which is just an amazingly good sniper rifle. Now, it's not what you're going to want to use if you are loving super long range sniper rifle gameplay. It's definitely useful at long range. You can still one-shot headshot at any range with this rifle, so that's great, but it does have slower muzzle velocity and more bullet drop than the average sniper rifle in the game, so it doesn't make it as good for long range engagements, but if you get used to it, you can certainly hit those long range targets. Its benefit is killing people with one shot in 50 meters or closer without needing that headshot. Of course, if you run into an engineer running the defensive or running armor inserts rather, he's going to absorb a lot of that damage in his chest shot, and you're going to need 2 shots to take him out. So that's kind of the bane of this weapon is engineers and CQB. They're very hard to deal with. You're usually going to have to switch to your sidearm to finish them off, provided that they don't actually kill you before you can do that. Now, is this gun the best gun in the game? Well, not when you're up against a shitload of people in close quarters ready to kill you, but if you're up against a smaller number of players, then this can be an incredibly useful weapon, and as long as you're a marksman, you can take them out before they can really do anything about it. It's silent, so you don't show up on the minimap in that one-shot kill, so your opponent doesn't have any time to react. You don't get any hit markers, no warning sounds of the shot incoming, you're just dead. So there's 0 reaction time, and you're not up against an engineer with armored inserts. You've got that guaranteed kill, so it's an amazingly good gun in the right hands. And now I'd like to actually talk about it and explore this weapon a bit further in a future video, because it is just such a beast of a gun, and it is a lot of fun, provided that you're in the proper situation for it. It can be overpowered even in the proper situation. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap signing off.